guys, and welcome to a home workout video today. Like I promised, I'm going to be doing quite a few of these. Today is a simple dumbbells only chest and arm workout. Try and get the guns growing. You don't actually need that much weight to train chest and arms properly. And to do this workout, literally all you'll need is a basic bench that you can adjust and some dumbbells. Not massively expensive kit, and I would be worth investing in this sort of thing. Because you can just do, it's really versatile. So we're just going to jump into the workout and talk through it that way. Okay, so the first exercise we did was a dumbbell press variation. So in a gym normally I would never do unilateral or combo sort of exercises like this, but it's actually really effective at just working the muscle in a different way to you're used to. So I'm doing individual pulse, so 2 at a time, and if you've never done a press like this, it's actually really tough, and I really enjoyed doing the press this way. So I've been experimenting with different ways you can get the most out of the weight with not having much weight. I think I have like 40 kilos total, so those dumbbells there are only like 25s, but I'm managing maybe up to 30 almost. No, I don't even think they're that heavy, they're about 25. So really not much weight, but after this workout, my chest and arms had really bad DOMs. So take that notion out of your head that you need a lot of weight to get a good workout in, and more think about how you can contract that muscle as hard as possible and isolate. With lighter weight, you want to focus on isolation. So with this press here, incline dumbbell press, I can normally do 50-55 kilos for 10 to 12 reps, right? But instead, I have nowhere near that much weight, so I'm doing real slow tempo, get the muscle fibers to engage for a much longer time on the negative. So I'm doing a 3 count down, so press, and then I'm doing a 3, 2, 1, full stretch, press. So I'm doing a really slow controlled reps, and it does make the exercise a lot harder. You get a lot of activation. You can see my pec muscles working really hard here. So really just focus on form if you don't have a lot of weight to throw around, and it makes a big difference. So I'm gone from a flat exercise to an incline. That's what I normally do, or normally I'll do an incline to a flat. I basically just go one to the other, back to back, so that you start hitting the chest from all the different muscle head angles. Next exercise, which is one I've never really done before, is an inner pec press with a single dumbbell. I normally do a plate press, so I put a plate between my palms and squeeze and press upwards like that. But I found with a dumbbell like this is actually almost better, because you can get quite a lot more weight on without it slipping out your hand, and really squeeze that inner pec muscle hard. And these sorts of exercises are what's going to build up that inner chest thickness. A lot of people really struggle to build thickness in their inner chest and upper chest, and these are the kind of exercises that really work it. Like you can see how much my upper inner pec there contracts at the top of that movement. You can see it's really working. So these are the sort of exercises you want to do if they're your weak areas. Next, we did just some standard dumbbell flies, but I did them with 25 kilos. And again, just a nice slow controlled tempo, making sure that I get that full stretch. A lot of people doing flies and press will not get that depth. You can see how far down I'm getting, and you can see my chest muscles really stretching out at the bottom. That is the key to gaining chest muscle. It's not just about moving heavy weight, it's about the contractions. And most amateurs or just general gym goers don't grasp that concept. But if you really want to gain as much muscle as possible, you have to get that mind muscle connection and think about the stretch and the squeeze. I always talk about it, but yet I still see a lot of people do stuff wrong. So this is pretty much perfect dumbbell fly technique, as far as I can tell, and I've been doing this a long time. Then we moved on to some arm stuff. So simple, basically skull crushers sort of variation with 2 dumbbells, really working the triceps long head. I've been trying to work my tricep long head a lot more lately, because it gives you that round fullness to your arms, and I've never had that before. And in the last year, just by smashing triceps, now with a relaxed position, I actually have some sort of roundness to my triceps, as well as my biceps. So I'm just really working on that. And with arm workouts as well, you should focus on tricep work because there's more muscle there. Biceps are literally a third smaller, So you want to work on hitting your triceps with much more intensity and frequency than your biceps, which I didn't used to do. I used to do my biceps a lot more and they just grew disproportionately big to my tris. So now I do the opposite and really try and get them to catch up. So now simple seated skull crushers. You can do this at home with not much weight. Again, I think this is the max I could have loaded onto one dumbbell. So that's 20, 30, 35 or something like that on that bar. Which is not, I would normally skull crusher between 30 and 50 kilos anyway. So probably just got about the right amount of weight for that. But you can see on the floor back there, the kit that I've got, that's pretty much all I have. And I've been getting some solid workouts and making nice progress with it. So yes, here did skull crushers, 4 sets. Everything I've just done kept simple, 4 sets of 8 to 12, standard bodybuilding stuff. Another tricep exercise back to back, so single arm, overhead extensions, skull crushers, whatever you want to call these versions. I just call them overhead extensions, 1 arm at a time, and just trying to hit the tricep from a few different angles on the long head, making it really, you know, contract. Because before I would do a lot of cable work push downs, but I would never do much overhead extension work. Or skull crushers or lying skull crushers, etc. And they're the ones that actually really add a lot of thickness to your triceps. So definitely do some of them. Then to finish off, we did 2 bicep exercises. So we did more tris than bis, as I've described before, the reasoning behind that. Seated curls here, just to make sure I got proper contractions, no swing. Nice, slow, controlled reps on the negatives, not using too much weight. A lot of people do curls with way too much weight, and I'll be standing in the gym next to them holding a 10 kilo dumbbell with my veins popping out like mad, doing tempo reps of 3-second negatives, and they're swinging a 40 kilo dumbbell around thinking they're cool, that they can lift more than me on a bicep curl when they're tiny. It's all about the muscle contractions, guys. Weight doesn't mean anything, and the more I get into bodybuilding, the more I realize that as long as you've got enough weight to feel it, you don't need to go crazy heavy with stuff. And honestly, it's better for your joints, and you can get a lot more activation out of just doing tempo. So the final exercise was just a simple preacher curl, and that is it to endlessly work out. So it was a good workout. It took me about an hour maybe to do this, and hopefully it's given you some ideas of different ways you can train chest at home and arms at home. I'll be doing a lot more of these because I've got a ton of different workout ideas. So there'll be ones you can just follow along to and try yourself at home, and I guarantee you'll feel a good amount of DOMs for it. And yeah, this one, like I said, all you need is a bench, some dumbbells and a couple of plates, and you can get it done. So there's no real excuse. Everyone should be able to get yourself a bench and a couple of dumbbells, even if you had to buy it on PayPal credit or something and pay it back later if you don't have money now. If you really want to get into shape, you know, that's what you should be doing. So just a little bit posing here. This was a little while ago, so I've leaned out a decent amount since I actually recorded this. I just haven't had a time to finish up the video. But yeah, I've got a nice amount of size. My bulk wasn't completely pointless, but it wasn't what I'd hoped. And I hope you guys like this little chest workout, and will give it a try yourself. Tell me what you think. And if you want any help with coaching sort of stuff, or you need someone to give you a structure, diet, training, checkups, make sure you actually make progress like I'm doing for my other clients, give me a DM on Instagram. It is my job, it's my full-time job. I'm really dedicated to it, and now I'm back into the videos too. So yeah, just give me a message. I like to chat with people. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.